Excellencies, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, there is no better time to think urban than today as we gather in this great historic city of Beijing. We thank and congratulate the co-hosts of the highly successful Beijing Forum on swift response to public complaints. In recent years, the Beijing Forum has emerged as a feast of ideas on urban governance, where experts and policymakers share insights, lessons, explore new innovative and practical solutions. This year, the Forum on Modernization for People-Centered Urban Governance is particularly pertinent. The theme captures the aspirations of humanity for a new model of people-centered urban renewal that integrates justice, equity, welfare, core prosperity as key facets in the making of the world we want. The future of the world we now know is decidedly urban. Today, 55% of the world's population is living in over 10,000 cities. Our cities and towns are growing bigger, new ones are emerging, old ones are merged or renamed to meet the demands of a rapidly rising urban population. It is projected that 4 out of every 5 people in the world will be most probably be living either in old or new cities by 2050. It is also evident that urbanization has 2 phases. One, the beautiful phase of an expanding opportunities and high-quality services aided by new technologies in the digital age. The other, the ugly phase of unprecedented challenges of consumerism and climate change. Although cities today occupy only 2% of the world's total land area, they contribute to 7% of the GDP, over 60% of energy global consumption, 70% of greenhouse gas emissions, and 70% of global waste, according to UN Habitat. The growth of cities is inextricably linked to modernization and societal progression. The modernization of urban space is a powerful tool of sustainable development and poverty eradication. However, there is no one-fit-all model for the modernization of cities. Indeed, the modernization equals westernization formula is a myth that has no place in the emerging multipolar world. Instead, like the proverbial coat of many colors, the modernization of urban governance must reflect the diversity of cultures and civilizations. The idea of urbanization as a motor of modernization and human progress is rooted in China's reform and opening up policy, which has enabled China to lift over 850 million of its people up from poverty and spurred the phenomenal growth of its megacities. The result is a people-centered, service-oriented, and collaborative model of a smart city, which has a number of crucial lessons. One is the integration of planning, construction, and management processes, creating a seamless and integrated delivery of services to residents as a hallmark of the 21st century smart city. And we have already seen that demonstrated by many speakers. Second is the creation of digital urban governance to strengthen risk prevention, increase operational efficiency and management, thus propelling the rise of a digital economy and sustainable urban governance. Finally, is the urgency to put urban governance firmly in the hands of the people, including their social governance structures and grassroots organizations. Public participation, dialogue, and consultations must be the pillars of a new whole of city and whole of government approaches to urban governance. The lesson of this beautiful story of Beijing, which we have heard over and over again, is clear. If well planned and well managed, urbanization can be a powerful tool for people-centered modernization in developing and developed countries alike. This lesson is important for Africa, the world's least urbanized continent, which, together with Asia, is home to nearly 90% of world's rural population. Africa and China need to strengthen global solidarity and South-South cooperation to achieve the ideals of the United Nations' new urban agenda as a shared vision for a better and more sustainable urban future. In the post-COVID era, this is necessary to speed up the achievement of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 11, on making cities inclusive, resilient, and sustainable spaces of co-governance, co-development, and co-prosperity. In this regard, the initiatives of the Global South, such as China's Belt and Road Initiative, the Global Development Initiative, and the Global Civilization Initiative, must be part of the equation in anchoring social inclusion, poverty eradication, and climate-friendly and resilient urban development. As I conclude, in the current multipolar era, where power is increasingly diffused and no one civilization or nation dominates the governance of global affairs, the smart city must become the cornerstone of a new global community of shared future for humanity. I want to thank the organizers of the conference for inviting me and my colleagues, and I would say thank you, Sheshe.